Now, 2 people, including a grade 6 pupil, have died after an attack outside a Katlehong primary school east of Johannesburg. The police's Lungelo Dlamini says the incident happened before 6 p.m. yesterday when a man and his wife went to pick up a child from school.
They were attacked by a group of men who were traveling in a Toyota Quantum. There were several shots that were fired at them. The man died at the scene, and a 12-year-old girl was shot by a stray bullet. She died on his way to the hospital. At this stage, we don't know what was the motive for the attack.
ENCA reporter Lindo Gutlekulu is at the school and joins us now. Lindo, thank you for your time. Let's just clarify in terms of, some of the victims of this very tragic crime. There were 2 people reportedly involved who were killed. Can you just clarify who they are and what relation they have to one another, if any?
Well, what we know so far, Tumelo, from the spokesperson of the Department of Education, Steve Mabona, is that yesterday there was a trip, we understand, in Izibugo primary school, and that was when, the school pupils went on a trip out of the school premises, and what had happened was that when they were coming back, the parents obviously would come and try to collect some of their kids. We understand that there is a parent, a grandfather of one of the pupils, the very same person who was shot. We understand he was here to try and collect his grandchild, and that was when he was shot. Steve Mabona had told us that the allegations at this stage are that he is a part of the taxi industry. In fact, he was a taxi owner, and what is the speculations at this stage are that he was in fact followed by an unknown number of men who shot him, and in the process shot another pupil, not from this particular school but from a nearby school, Katlehong primary school, and that was as we understand it's a grade 6 who was shot here, who was also coming to receive her friend who was also coming from the trip. So the confirmation at this stage is that there are 2 people that have passed on. First, it is the grandfather, the parent who was fetching the kid who is said to be in the taxi industry, and of course the grade 6 pupil who we understand is 12-year-old and is a little girl.
Linda, there was also confusion in terms of the time at which the death occurred of the grade 6 pupil. We understand it was not today. The child rather passed away today, but the shooting occurred yesterday. Clarify timelines there for us, please.
That's the information we are getting. In fact, when the advisory came out, I had also thought that this incident had just happened today, but we were informed that it happened yesterday evening. This was after the trip I had mentioned, but the only thing that is new at this stage is that the learner who had passed on, the pupil who had passed on, only passed on this morning at a local hospital. That's the information we're getting at this stage, but we are expecting the MEC to still be coming to the school to try and speak to all of the relevant stakeholders and give us a clearer sense as to what exactly happened outside here, because right now it's just information that is unconfirmed, but we are waiting for MEC Panyaza Lesufi to just give us a sense of what he's been able to gather. Steve Mabona, the spokesperson, again told us that he is on his way here to the school, and we understand that the family of the deceased, this is the pupil, is not far from here. So all of that information we're expecting that the MEC will come and clarify for us.
And Lindo, I can see that you're standing right in front of Izibugo Primary School where the incident occurred yesterday. Did you have an opportunity to speak to the teachers, to the principal, perhaps even some of the learners in terms of what they saw or even heard?
Well, I have been able, in fact, to walk just down the road. You understand that it is minors that are just sitting around the corner there. But what they have told me was the very same thing, that what they've had was just gunshots. And when they came to see, there was an old man lying down, as well as a young girl. A young girl was taken by an ambulance. According to their understanding, they're saying that only one person has died, and they're only receiving the information now that, in fact, the young girl has passed on at a local hospital. But we are expecting, in fact, MEC Panyaza Lesufi. I'm not sure if the car that is, in fact, coming from around the corner, oh yes, that is him, Tando Hlope, will just show you the MEC coming inside the school right now. This is the entrance of the school, Izibugo, and in fact there is a large media contingency out here asking questions from Steve Mabona, and those are the shots of MEC Panyaza Lesufi just going inside the school. There is of course police around here, but we understand that all of the investigations, particularly on the scene, were done yesterday and that the scene has been cleared out. But the new information is that the little girl, the 12-year-old grade 6 pupil, is the one that had passed on today at a local hospital.
Tragic indeed. Thank you so much for your time. We'll keep an eye on that story in terms of more details and updates.